I've actually seen a lot of the videos that you guys are posting on YouTube, and I understand the concepts of the circuits that you guys are setting up for people. My one question, or a question that oftentimes asked, is when someone walks into your facility there, how are you setting up the weights, whether it's using med balls or the tension on the Concept 2 stand-up rower, or picking the right battling ropes, or even going all the way down to the dumbbells and barbells and everything else that goes on. But how do you pick the right intensity for somebody?
Yeah, well, I think it goes back to, personal training 101. Like, we start in basic and simple. We use body weight. We use some TRX stuff. We use very light, med balls and dumbbells, and we train movement. We don't worry about just getting into isolatory movements and, sitting on a machine and pressing a weight. It's just training movement in the beginning. And I often tell my trainers is almost to underdo resistance-wise in the beginning for the first few sessions and see how the body adapts, to what is the recovery like? Because sometimes as trainers, if you're in your 20s or 30s, you can beat the heck out of your body and go through some great metabolic circuits. But when you're a client that comes in that's 40 or 50 and 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s and beyond, we want to do the same type of stuff, but we also want to make sure they're recovering adequately. So it's the rule of progression and overload principle is gradually progress them and make sure that they can get out of bed the next day. People don't want to purposely hurt. So it's start light, start basic, and then move up from there and master the movement principles of squatting, of lunging, of reaching, of pressing, of throwing, these different things and playing. And then I believe then we could from there start to progress our folks regularly. It's like a pro athlete that comes in here in the off season. We can't start just putting a lot of weight on their bodies in the beginning. The first 2 weeks there's this acclimation phase where we got to get them, wake up the body. I'll go wake up the system. Wake up the system in the beginning and just start to work on movement again and working on balance and working on core strength and stability type things and start to get the wind going again. Because, if someone's taken 3-4 weeks off of exercise or competition, it's amazing how fast the body detrained. It said that up to, you detrain 6 times faster than it takes to train. So if you get in great shape in 6 months, within 4 weeks you're typically back to square one again as far as your training is concerned. So those are just some basic guidelines, I'd say, Robert, as far as, what we use as a parameters. Let's not make this rocket science. Let's start basic and let's listen to our bodies. Let's make sure we get breakfast in the workouts. Let's strap on a heart rate monitor and see where they're at so they're not, going into such lactate threshold that someone's puking in the first 3 weeks. So these are all just some principles that we use that I highly recommend for all trainers and coaches that, you don't have to impress with your folks by killing them in the beginning. Is, getting their minds, get them pumped up, get them motivated, and it's consistency and frequency that tell the tale when someone comes in and wants to lose weight and they want to get stronger. It's not that you got 1 or 2 great workouts in a week. It's that you got your, 3 to 5 times in a week depending on what phase you're in, and then going from there.